Here is everything coming out or being fixed on April 16th for TCSM. We're going to talk about cosmetics, all the patch fixes, and anything else that they have told us so far. Okay, so these are the patch notes coming out April 16th around 8 a.m. Okay, also you will be able to purchase the Anna outfit pack for $4.99. I know a lot of people want that to be free, but it is $4.99 if you want it. First thing, they have fixed Virginia's skill tree. Fixed the issue where multiple paths in Virginia's skill tree were blocked off with white squares, which is great because that was super annoying. We have no idea what all perks she's able to get. Players will now be able to access all of her skill tree. Next is her cosmetics. Another great thing because we were not able to change her cosmetics that should have been able to be picked after you played her so many times. But they will now start to unlock as normal when milestones are reached. So you will not automatically just get these cosmetics, even though you've already reached these milestones. Most likely, you have to reach them. Next is Virginia's tutorial, which I didn't know about this because I didn't click on her tutorial, but there was an issue where players who purchased her were unable to access her tutorial, so now you will be able to access that. Trace chemical perk, they fixed an issue where powder tables were not highlighting for Virginia, so that will now be fixed and you will now be able to see where those tables are highlighted. Next is Leatherface Rev Stun Bypass. This has honestly been in the game for quite a while, so I'm surprised that it's just now being fixed, but an exploit where Leatherface players could use the chainsaw rev to bypass a door stun. Pretty much, if you just revved, you would instantly get up instead of falling and sitting there for a minute. You would just instantly get back up and you would be able to rev and chase the victims. Next is Sissy's Bane ability. We fixed an issue where Sissy's poison clouds were not affecting victims through barricades, crawl spaces, and gaps. Now, this one I think happens to Sissy a lot. Sissy's poison is always being messed up. There's times where it's hit me when I was clearly far away enough from it, and there's times where I'm right on it and it doesn't affect me. So hopefully now her cloud will be fixed and she'll be playable. Next is Family Stun Overlay. Fixed an issue where family players weren't seeing the black smoke overlay after being stunned by a door that was previously closed. So, after being stunned by a door that was closed, family players will now see the black smoke overlay. Next is Virginia's voice lines. Now, when I first read this, I thought that this was going to be like, she's had too many voice lines. We're aware of that. We're going to cut down the voice lines a little bit, okay? Because our girl Virginia, she's a talker. She's a talker. And she's always a talking when she shouldn't be talking. So that's what I thought this was going to be. But instead, they fixed an issue where voice lines were not present for Virginia when escaping, which I'm confused because, like I said, she never shuts up. They've also fixed an issue where the incorrect voiceover would play when she was killed. So I guess she just had voice lines that weren't there. I don't know. Anyways, next, another perk description has a typo in it. So we love that. It has been fixed. I think there was quite a few perks at the beginning of this game that had a typo in it, but that will be fixed. Next is Stun-Proof Family. Fixed an issue where family members were not being stunned when hit with a door. Now, I didn't have this happen to me except to Bubba. When I played family, everyone else was able to get door stunned except for Bubba. So now Bubba will be able to be door stunned. Now, was it kind of nice while we had it when you're playing family? But now you have it back, so it'll be good. It'll give you a chance to escape when you're a victim. Next is Danny Tamper. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was really enjoying Danny not being able to tamper the valve. Everything else, fine, whatever. But the valve, it was so nice being able to place your traps anywhere and not have to use one on the valve. You could be more creative with where you put your traps. But now, fixed an issue causing Danny to be unable to tamper the valve. That is fixed. He will now be able to tamper the valve. So it was fun while it lasted, but we're back at the valve tamper. Next is Danny and Nancy progression. Fixed an issue where Danny and Nancy would not appear in the progression menu, so that is now fixed. Next is various stuck spots on the mill. I was experiencing this on other maps as well. I was getting stuck in trees, so I'm hoping maybe that won't be a thing now as well, but at least you won't be getting stuck on the mill. Next is wood storage collision on the mill. Fixed an issue where players were unable to navigate over a sheet of metal in the wood storage unless crouching, which I don't think I experienced that, but I'm glad that it's fixed. Next is Virginia voiceover subtitles. Fixed a subtitle typo for Virginia's voiceover that would sometimes trigger when approaching a locked door. Again, Virginia had a lot of issues with this release. Next is pressure gate. Fixed an issue where victims were able to pass through the pressure gate after completing the valve minigame without triggering escape. So pretty much now it'll just trigger your escape. That also didn't happen to me. But these are all the fixes coming out on April 16th. Now, there is no mention of lobbies. And lobbies, I think, are one of the worst things happening in the game right now. They're awful, not only because there's a backfill bug again, but also new victim, no new family member. Everybody wants to play victim already. So add a new victim and no family member, you're making people want to play victim even more over family. So I'm a little upset that that is not on here, but I'm hoping that they are really trying to figure out what they can do to fix that. I don't know what they could do. A lot of people are talking about maybe they should add a penalty, like a DC penalty, but leaving in the match really isn't our issue. It's leaving in the lobby before the lobby starts. I really don't know what they can do to fix that. I would hate for them to add some sort of penalty for leaving lobby and it just ruined the game even more. So I don't really know what they could do to fix that, but it's something that I really, really hope that they are looking into. Hopefully a new family member is coming out soon. Museum mode is supposed to be coming out. Don't know when yet, but I'm hoping soon. Hopefully there will also be more cosmetics for each victims, maybe family members as well. But like I said, nothing else has been announced. So let's look at the cosmetics for our girl Anna. That will be coming out on the 16th for $4.99. It is a little different than what she normally has had because this is a dress. What do you guys think of these cosmetics for Anna? Are you hoping for more dresses for the other victims? Let me know. So there you have everything that's coming out and being fixed on April 16th. Let me know what things you think should have been on this or if there's any other bugs that you have been experiencing. Alright, so let's look at the cosmetics for our girl Anna. That will be coming out on the 16th for $4.99. It is a little different than what she normally has had because this is a dress.